Coming up, Indonesia, Timah holds a free clinic to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Tingkarandai village. A Taiwan Tzu Chi honorable member donates Jingzi hours and collections to Furong hotel groups. Welcome to Dai Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. To celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Tingkarandai village in Indonesia, Timah medical staff held a free clinic and over 250 patients were treated in 2 days. At the clinic, family members were also given the chance to wash their parents' feet, bringing both parents and children closer together.
At 6 a.m. and Galuru, accompanied by his daughter, arrives at Tingkarandai village. The pair had to wake up early to get here, but the thought of clearing up his vision from cataract made the trip worthwhile.
I hope my vision will recover quickly and that I can continue working so that I can lighten the load on my daughter. I can still work, except my vision makes it difficult.
Poverty and illness are closely related. Realizing this, Tingkarandai village has held free clinics since its establishment to help care for the health of the less fortunate.
Holding this free clinic brings back memories of the first free clinic 10 years ago. At the time, our goal was to build a hospital, so we held a free clinic.
This time, arrangements were also made to help family members wash the feet of their parents. At this moment, Galuru's daughter realizes how happiness comes from simple things.
I never had the chance to wash my father's feet. This time I am touched because I could bring my father for surgery and also have the opportunity to fulfill my filial duties.
In the past 10 years, 92 free clinics have been held, giving these patients and their families love and care to last a lifetime.
In 2002, in the aftermath of a severe flooding in Jakarta, Tzu Chi decided to build the Tingkarandai village for residents who were living along the Angke River. In 2003, Tingkarandai village was officially established and 1,100 households moved into the area. Since then, 10 years have passed and the lives of these residents have continued to change for the better. Here's more. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Tingkarandai village in Indonesia. Thanks to the help of Tzu Chi volunteers, 1,100 households have moved away from the polluted Angke River.
Those that used to live around the Angke River lived in illegal buildings that lacked order and a clean living environment. After moving into the Tingkarandai village, their living standards and surroundings have improved greatly. I want to say thank you to the local government and Tzu Chi for helping these people.
I think Tzu Chi volunteers have made the Tingkarandai village a great place. This is why we want to come here and visit. We want to learn from the volunteers on how to better contribute our share and help the less fortunate in our society.
In 2002, Indonesia, Jakarta was severely flooded. Back then, Master Zheng Yin and Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers decided to clean up the Angke River, which was filled with human waste and garbage. To help those living in illegal buildings on the riverbank, Tzu Chi decided to build the Tingkarandai village.
Kali Angke itu adalah turning point Tzu Chi.
The Angke River was a turning point for Tzu Chi in Indonesia. From cleaning up the river to building Tingkarandai village, every step of the way was filled with love. Back then, Master Zheng Yin insisted on encouraging entrepreneurs, Tzu Chi volunteers and members of the public to donate their love.
Coba menggalang dana.
Back then, I couldn't decide if I wanted to move to Tingkarandai village or not because it was a completely unfamiliar place. I didn't know what would happen to my job. I once thought that the Tzu Chi volunteers were up to something.
To clear up residents' worries and doubts, Tzu Chi volunteers provided them with endless love and care. The Tingkarandai village is also equipped with a free clinic, a school, and a career center to help residents become financially independent.
At first, everyone would steal litter carelessly because it was a habit. With the establishment of a recycling station, everyone learned to recycle. Tzu Chi also thoughtfully established a community career center, which has improved everyone's living standard.
10 years have passed since these residents moved into the Tingkarandai village. Other than sorting recyclables on a regular basis, many residents have also joined the Tzu family.
I'm very happy to be able to learn so much from Tzu. I have learned to get rid of my bad habits. I would definitely join the volunteers' ranks because they have treated us like their own family. Now we have a comfortable place to live. We should contribute our share and help those in greater need.
Thanks to volunteers' selfless dedication, the lives of those living in the Dai village will continue to change for the better.
I want to say happy 10th anniversary to Zengkaren Dai village.
I hope the residents in the Zengkaren Dai village can look after each other and all strive for a better future.
Dan maju.
As part of their continuing care for quake survivors in Haiti, Tzu volunteers regularly distributed hot meals at the local hospital 3 days a week. As well, the volunteers also organized workshops to teach local residents how to turn plastic bottles and recycled clothing into Tzu's bamboo coin banks.
Upon seeing Tzu volunteers arrive with hot meals, Dr. Megan shows her thanks to Tzu.
Yes. I've been here since 2010.
3 years on, following the 2010 Haitian earthquake, this hospital has not yet returned to normal, as patients are still in need of proper medical care and meals to sustain them through difficult times.
That's a wash basin. They use any kind of utensil to serve food.
Thanks to Tzu's provision of regular meals, the hospital can focus on treating their patients. Among the doctors is also one Tima member who once visited Taiwan for Tzu's event and is surprised to see his friends from thousands of miles away. Tzu volunteers' footsteps have also found their way into the local communities where they bring smiles to residents. As well, the volunteers seize the opportunity to teach them how to make Tzu's bamboo coin banks out of recycled plastic bottles, and encourage them to save spare change as a way to help more people like themselves.
From the US, Canada.
Not only helping the needy, but also educating the rich. At the tea gathering for entrepreneurs, many participants vow to do their part to help the less fortunate.
So motivated by them that I am willing to become a volunteer.
To be Tzu volunteer?
Yes. I would like to be even a volunteer and after becoming a member.
Despite living in poverty, with Tzu's love and compassion, local residents find themselves spiritually refreshed.
Recently, the Tzu School in the Dominican Republic held a graduation ceremony for graduates of their day and evening classes, as well as kindergarten graduates. The youngest of the 52 graduates is 50 years old, and the eldest being 70 years old.
Wearing their graduation gowns, this is an unforgettable moment in these students' lives. Although they're graduating from kindergarten, the most senior student can now read and write. Each one's face is glowing with confidence and excitement.
I didn't know how to write, but I now know how to write my name and read. I thank God for blessing me with good health and strength.
I know how to read vowels now. They teach us with love and patience.
In 1998, Hurricane Georges left a trail of destruction in the Dominican Republic. It was then that Tzu walked in and changed the lives of the people of La Romana province. Apart from establishing a Tzu school, which provided morning and evening classes, a kindergarten was also set up for illiterate seniors.
Thank you, Tzu, for giving so many people, young and old, hope and the chance to receive an education.
Always by their side, Tzu volunteers gifted these students with Jingsi aphorisms as these students move on with confidence to the next stage of their lives.
In 2005, Taiwan's government proposed a plan to spend $2.7 billion to solve Taiwan's flooding problems, a figure that was eventually increased to $4.7 billion. However, flooding in the wake of Tropical Storm Kangray showed that the flooding issues remain. As citizens of Taiwan continue to look to their government for a solution, we take a look at what really needs to change.
Along the riverbank here in Taiwan, what was once a natural habitat has been dredged clean of sediment in an effort to control future flooding.
According to the Water Resources Agency, there's no need to dredge the riverbeds and move the sediments around, as our waterways are still able to hold floodwaters.
Concerned about Taiwan's water environment, over the past 10 years, Liang Yingming has been carefully documenting Taiwan's flooding problem.
I'm here at Nangang District's Yichen pumping station. In 2001, when Typhoon Nari struck Taiwan, it caused massive flooding in the Songshan and Nangang districts. The problem was that the pumping station malfunctioned.
With the largest pumping station in Southeast Asia not working, flooding to 12 districts in Taipei was the result. Another cause of the flooding was city planning.
Because we now pave roads that do not absorb water, like here, this area does not take in water, so excess floodwaters will gather over here. When these types of paved roads become the majority of passageways, pressure on the city's drainage system has become very heavy.
In Taoyuan County, there used to be many patches of irrigation ponds, which also serve as water detention ponds in case of flooding. But lately, they have been filled in to serve other purposes.
With the rising sea level, our coastal areas, especially those along the western regions, suffer from flooding. Won't we have to dig up those filled areas to form a water detention pond?
Here, upstream of Dahan River, there's no flood prevention machinery, but river embankments to prevent flooding.
When this embankment was built, the natural water detention space was taken away and replaced with buildings. With reduced areas for the water to go, the current is faster, and naturally downstream areas find themselves flooded easier.
The real problem lies in that different governmental departments are managing different areas on the same river. The Construction and Planning Agency of the Ministry of Interior is in charge of upper to midstream rainwater sewer systems, while the Council of Agriculture from the Executive Yuan is responsible for soil conservation, and the Forestry Bureau looks after mudslide and flood prevention. Meanwhile, downstream, the Water Resource Agency is head of drainage and building seawalls. Coming up with a solution to prevent flooding, the Executive Yuan came up with a budget of $2.7 billion in 2005 to be spent over 8 years. The budget was later increased to $4.7 billion by the Legislative Yuan. However, the amount of money the government has spent on such projects does not seem to cancel out the effects of excess development in the same areas.
These illegally constructed buildings along the river are the main cause of excessive sedimentation and clogging of the river.
It is becoming obvious that the solution does not rest in one political party or one person. It is up to everyone, from citizens to government agencies, to work together to find a long-term solution.
As Tzu Chi volunteers worldwide continue to promote Jingsi aphorisms in hotels, here in Taiwan, a Tzu Chi honorary board member donated Jingsi aphorism collections in 4 different languages to the Furong Hotel Group in hopes that visitors from all over the world may find spiritual upliftment through these books of wisdom.
Not only can those who enjoy reading them take them home with them, most importantly, these books are being circulated. This is a long-term campaign and a meaningful cause.
When the campaign first began, volunteers visited each hotel to promote the initiative. Now, hotel groups are placing more orders of Jingsi aphorisms from Jingsi publications.
At first, we placed them in the rooms for our customers to read. If they enjoyed them, they could take them home with them. And we have had to place more orders for these books, which means they are being well received.
Initially, many hotels had budget considerations. However, a Tzu Chi honorary board member kindly donated the Jingsi aphorism collections to the hotels out of his own pocket.
We distributed 240 Jingsi aphorism books to the Furong Hotel by the Fisherman's Wharf and 40 to another Furong hotel by Danjing Road. We want to distribute them quickly so customers have a chance to read these books of wisdom.
At the end of a busy day, hotel guests can relax, sit back, and be enlightened to the meaning of these wise words.
Here in Australia, Tzu Chi volunteers have also begun the promotion of Jingsi aphorisms in hotels. The mayor of Ipswich, Paul Pisasale, who has developed a close relationship with Tzu Chi since 2011, invited the general manager of Metro Hotel and the city library director to a presentation to better understand the ideals and philosophy of the foundation.
When you stay at a hotel, you expect the hotel to look after you for your body, for your food and sleeping. And what this does is look after your spiritual inside as well. So the Metro Hotel is the only hotel in the world that looks after you.
The mayor of Ipswich, Paul Pisasale, developed a close relationship with Tzu Chi following the floods in 2011. Not only has the mayor visited Taiwan previously, this time he is also joining Tzu Chi volunteers in spreading goodness and wisdom through Jingsi aphorisms.
Just for people in their depression or...
When visitors come here to stay the night and are feeling tired, they can find some spiritual upliftment in this book.
With the help of Ipswich's mayor, the volunteers' efforts reaped good results.
I'm so glad that Paul gave me a call and asked me if we would like to be involved, and we certainly are very happy to be the first to put them in the rooms. It's excellent.
And I was being called.
Not only will these books provide the hotel's guests with a chance to learn about Tzu Chi, but also find wisdom through these words which amplify life's lessons.
In the United States, a group of Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Chings visit the Roland Convalescent Senior Center in Covina, California, bring their youthful energy to 26 residents. Volunteers design activities such as ball playing and a sing-along song, which reminded the senior residents of their younger days.
Do you like our today's program?
Yeah, I do. I like it.
Today we have bowling.
Oh, good.
Yeah, do you like it? It's a good exercise.
Very much so.
Okay, wonderful. We're gonna do that together. Okay?
Okay, fine. Playing games with the elderly, U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Chings are visiting a senior center in California, bringing much laughter and joy.
even though他们有很多这个行动上面不方便，但是就是想说带动。
Even though these residents are hindered in their mobility, we still want to bring music and dancing to them, as this is the best way to connect with them.
Singing a song together and showing off their beautiful voice, volunteers and seniors become fast friends.
I am 93 years old.
Oh, 93 already?
Yeah.
But you look young.
I'm so healthy. Every day I come to the center. No problem.
No problem at all?
No problem.
Wow.
The visit from Los Angeles Tzu Chi volunteers fills this otherwise quiet center with much youthful energy, giving the elderly the much-needed love.
Simulation classes at the Tzu Chi University kicked off last week in Hualien, Taiwan. In the 4-day seminar, 33 new doctors from Tzu Chi Hospital were given the opportunity to enhance their surgical skills. Meanwhile, 25 medical students from 4 other countries were also present on the second day and all gained valuable lessons from their silent mentors and teachers.
这好处它不会滑来滑去，你就从上面它会滑。
Experienced doctors are here to guide these medical interns through their simulation course. Among the students are 2 interns from Myanmar who came to the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital for their internship thanks to a recommendation from a friend.
Back at the home, there were more of us, so we don't get a chance to receive hands-on experience. Here, 3 students get to learn from a silent mentor with a teacher guiding us step by step. We can ask about any procedures that we aren't familiar with.
Divided into groups of 3, the 25 students gather around 8 silent mentors to practice. Though some makes mistakes, it is still a valuable lesson for all.
When I was practicing, I think I damaged the lungs, so next time in the real surgery, I will definitely watch out for that. I need to be more gentle and mindful.
Medical students from 4 different countries all listen intently to their teachers and seize every opportunity to gain experience, as they know this is one of the ways to repay the selfless dedication of their silent mentors. Come the final day of the simulation classes, 33 new doctors from various hospitals in Tzu Chi's medical mission also arrive for a day of medical training to enhance their surgical skills.
We need to pull this outward, or the starting point of these 2 muscles. There are many ways to look for this point.
Having been recognized as one of the top 10 outstanding medical staff members at Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, Dr. He Guanjing takes time out of his busy schedule to pass on his experience through these classes.
When the students begin their work, they won't have a chance to see dissections like this. So given this opportunity, I will ask them to separate the arteries and come up with different solutions. I want them to think of how they would deal with different situations and patients.
Dr. Zhang Hongwei, who is also a Tzu Chi volunteer, is focused on every learning opportunity.
We are being given the opportunity to learn things that would normally be considered dangerous on living patients. Having the chance to learn these skills from our silent mentors, we are really grateful, and there are no words to express that gratitude.
With the opportunity to improve their medical skills, it is hoped that these new doctors will go on to safeguard the lives of their patients with love and passion.
In Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers and the medical staff at Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital arrived in Taibao, Jiayi County to help care recipient Mrs. Shi clean up her house. This time they were also joined by the staff of the local health bureau, who seized the opportunity to help the needy in their neighborhood.
Moving out furniture and other items are the medical staff of Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital. Today they are at Tzu Chi care recipient Mrs. Shi's house to help her clean up, and are joined by the staff of the Health Bureau of Jiayi County.
We hope to serve as examples and let more people learn about Tzu Chi's great love and compassion, so that our fellow citizens around Taiwan will be inspired to join our cause.
Although the staff of the Health Bureau are joining Tzu Chi's clean-up event for the first time, they cherish this opportunity to help the less fortunate in their neighborhood.
Seeing that our fellow citizens live in such unsanitary environments, I feel ashamed as the Health Bureau has failed to fulfill its duties. From now on, we will work more closely with our social service department to help more residents like Mrs. Shi. To be honest, what Tzu Chi Foundation and its hospitals have done is pretty impressive. They selflessly help those who live at the bottom of society, safeguard their health, and tend to their sanitary needs. That really touches my heart.
Mrs. Shi's son passed away from a heart attack a few months ago. Now she has also fallen ill and resides temporarily in a nursing facility. Thanks to these volunteers, however, Mrs. Shi will soon be able to move back to her clean and comfortable house.
We go back to Indonesia at the end of the show to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Tzu Chings in the country. 199 Tzu Chings performed the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings to pass on the spirit of the Buddha. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching the headlines. Goodbye.